Alright, I somehow managed to achieve living the dream life I always wanted as a kid, but the real question is, how did that happen? Because there's a lot of things that I had to go through that nearly destroyed my life, and I'm sure a lot of you guys deal and struggle with these things. So in this video I just simply want to tell you how, from a point where I was doing pretty well as a young guy, and then at some point I almost lost everything because I was completely destroyed by these things. So watch this video until the end. I know your spam retention is pretty short, but I promise you that this video is gonna be helpful, and if you don't really avoid these things, it will completely destroy your life and your whole potential as a man. So we highly ambitious men, usually we have a lot of energy, especially when you're young. But the problem here is that if you don't know where to put that energy, most of the times you can completely build your life or you can completely destroy your life as a young man. In 2 years, I became from anti-socialized, broke, starting from complete zero, born in one of the most normal countries in Europe, to moving to Thailand on my own and living in my dream penthouse, making so much money. Literally, I'll probably make more than $40,000 alone this month itself from things that I actually like. I always wanted to drive fast cars, live in the tropical countries, date hot girls, and be surrounded by brothers, by winners who are literally like me on the same journey. Because when I was growing in my country back then, all of my friends were pretty much, losers. They didn't want to achieve much in life. They didn't have that drive that me and you have. So it was really hard to find these people, and I will explain you later on how I actually did everything and how, by avoiding these three things, it completely changed my life. So video games was the first thing that almost destroyed my whole life, my body, my confidence. Because around 13 or 14, I was training boxing. I was in a pretty good shape. I was going to the gym, I was lifting weights, I was socializing. And by the time that, that lockdown happened, I started to play video games a lot. And I was just kind of terrified of failure and what others thought about. I always had that urge to succeed in life, but I just couldn't do it. Something was just still stopping me. I was still not making any progress. I knew that I wasn't supposed to play video games or whatever, but I just couldn't stop. And you're probably in the same situation right now. You want to achieve all these things, you're terrified of failure, but at the same time you're really not doing much. Like, you know all your addictions, you know all your weak points, you know that you shouldn't be doing all these things, but you're still doing it. We as humans are always chasing dopamine and always want to achieve things, always want to conquer things. But the problem with video games that most of you are not aware how big of a problem that is that when you play video games, you're pretty much maxing out your fake character in some fake world. So you're getting the same dopamine from, making money in real life, driving fast cars, achieving things, building your body, your friends, your network. You're doing that in a video game, in a Discord server, and you're getting pretty much the same dopamine, which is so dangerous for your brain because your brain can't pretty much tell the difference from achieving and getting better in a video game or achieving things and getting better in real life. Your brain can't really make the difference. And that pretty much got me to the point where I was not socializing. I was pretty insecure talking to people, going outside. My confidence really went down. I completely destroyed all my body and all my gains that I used to have as a 14, 15 years old when I was training, boxing and all that stuff. And I completely literally went back to zero. So I was progressing in life pretty good. I wanted to achieve certain things. Then that was the first thing that set me back to level 1. So I'm sure some of you probably have the problem with that. I don't care if you play 1 hour, 2 hours a day. You should completely stop playing video games. In life, if you really want it bad enough, if you really want success bad enough, you should only do things and habits that gets you closer to your goals. Whatever you're doing, if it doesn't get you closer to your goals, you shouldn't be doing it. Otherwise, you just don't really want it bad enough. The second thing, especially when I get a little bit older, around again like 16, 17, I started building my body back up again. I give up video games. I started socializing. I was, way better. I was boxing. I was feeling good. I had friends. My confidence went back up again and I was doing pretty well. But all of a sudden, the second problem that, especially when you grow a little bit, somehow we in this society used to have all these things that are just kind of set up by the matrix, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, to just destroy your life. As a kid, you have video games, then when you grow up a little bit more, you have these things, and then it's like you constantly have these problems that if you really avoid as a man, there's no way you don't become successful. That's how simple life really is. So, you know, I was starting doing a lot of drugs and alcohol, just chasing girls, going out, partying a lot, and not really like focusing on my goals and dreams. I was thinking that I was cool, rubbing shoulders with people, socializing, feeling cool, trying to fit in, rather than actually focusing on myself, my goals, my ambitions, and what was actually important. So even though that doesn't seem like a big problem, if you're young, you should be partying, bro, you should be enjoying your life. But by creating these bad habits, it can completely destroy your whole life, your whole 20s, which you have the most energy in these years. Okay, forget that you're gonna destroy your health in your body. Forget that you're young. It's not gonna be that bad anyway. Your body it's able to take way more than that. But you just have all that stress. You're destroying your relationships with your family, with your friends. You're taking bad decisions, which is the most important. Forget the health stuff and destroying your body. The bad decisions that you can make of maybe driving drunk and crashing and potentially even going to jail, fighting, doing all things that we see every single day young guys happen when they use these things, when they go out. As a young man in your 20s, you really have a lot of energy, but if you don't know how to harness and how to use that energy, it can completely destroy your whole life. Use it right and it will make you. Use it wrong and it will break you. And now after that, again, it's just said by somehow the society that we live in. Nobody really tells us anything about dating, anything about women, relationships, and stuff like that. All these things that we're doing, playing video games, doing alcohol, drugs, partying, women, and we're really chasing that fake dopamine, that fake reality. So you feel that you're doing something, you feel validated, you feel that you're fitting in and all that stuff. You're just escaping your own reality. You're escaping reality and the fact that you're not getting anywhere in life and that you need to walk in, put your head down and actually focus on your goals. So don't make it your priority as a young man, to chase women, because if you focus on yourself, on your goals, and create a good man who is fit, who can fight, good looking, dressed well, nice style, rich, have money, have connections, have network, have complete freedom to travel anywhere in the world. If you create that dream man, women will simply come to you. You should never chase in life. You should always just work on yourself and create the type of individual that can get out these things. So every time in life that you want something, don't ask the questions, okay, how do I want these things, but who do I need to be in order to get that thing? If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be rich, don't ask, okay, how can I be rich? Ask who I need to become as a person, how I need to talk, how I need to dress, who I need to be around with. Who is always the question. And when you become the right person who can make it happen, the result is just gonna happen by default. So become the type of man who women will just chase, women will just fight for. That's your goal. So here's what you need to do. You need to harness this energy into other things. In your 20s, again, you have so much energy. So instead of harnessing that into the wrong things, you can harness it into your goals, into your dreams, and you can really create the dream life. Like I'm right now 21 and I've achieved more than I could have ever imagined. I could have ever achieved even in my 40s and 50s. I already achieved all that by 21. So you need goals, you need to grow and constantly self-improve and surround yourself with other people who are doing the same. If you keep hanging around with your losers friends, you're still gonna be like that. The 5 people you hang around with, that's who you're gonna be. 5 of your friends right now are not in a good shape, they're not rich, they're not exceptional in any way, then you're simply gonna be like them, and that's the real truth. So just set up challenges and set up goals in these categories. In business and income, how much money you need to make. Martial arts, you need to learn how to fight, how to protect yourself, and how to protect your loved ones. If it's not for you, do it for the people you love. You need to know some basics of fighting. That's it. As a man, that's non-negotiable. Just simply set up goals and challenges in all these priorities. In business, set up a goal. Okay, I want to make $10,000 a month by the end of this year. I want to learn how to fight. I want to go to the gym every single day and get in the best shape of my life. And I want to learn some extra skills. I want to learn sales. I want to learn how to talk better. I want to learn how to network better. I want to learn how to invest my money better. You can easily be in the best shape of your life, learn how to fight, learn how to talk better, how to socialize, how to network, surround yourself with better people, easily be making $10,000 a month, having your dream body and physique. You can do all that in just one single year. That's exactly what I did, guys. That's exactly what I did. Focus all my energy on working a normal job. I was born in one of the poorest countries in Europe, was working not even one, two normal jobs at some point, saved up all of my money, learned how to make money online. At some point, I moved to Thailand. I invested so much money into mentorships, into courses, into networking to learn from people who are already doing what I wanted to do. I learned from these people. I took the risk, moved to live on my own, left my hometown. Then I surrounded myself with better people. I learned from my mentors, and because of I invested in myself and information and learning from other people, I applied that, and in a year my life completely changed. Having complete freedom, making money from something that I like, have the freedom to travel anywhere, anytime I want, and just making pretty much so much money I can't even spend. Like this month alone, I'll make well over $40,000. I'm making between $40,000 and $50,000 a month, guys, from something that I truly love. If you really want to connect with me, if you want any help, to ask me anything, if you want to even know how I make money, my Instagram is in the description. Just check my Instagram, shoot me a DM, connect with me, whatever you want. I'm posting every single day, guys, on my stories. I'm waking up at 3 a.m. posting my whole routine, exactly what I'm doing every single day on my story. I'm pretty much documenting my life and my daily routine just for you, so I can give you motivation, so I can teach you, so I can help you. So go follow my Instagram, link in the description. You're gonna learn a lot of things. You can connect with me, send me a DM. I personally respond to all of my DMs whenever I have time. So that's for this video, really, boys. See you in the video tomorrow. Peace.